The sun dipped behind the hills of Ayetoro, casting golden shadows across a kingdom built on silence and secrets. But what is cast out does not always disappear. Sometimes it returns, stronger, wiser, and full of fire. Adesewa, once hidden behind the beaded veil, now walks with the courage of her ancestors. Olamide is beside her, the forest behind them, and destiny just ahead. Beyond the palace gates, betrayal had taken root. Ajani, cloaked in palace regalia, sat with lies draped over his shoulders like stolen velvet. He wore a smile, but it was sharp, like the blade he'd soon raise. Inside the sacred chamber, Iya Ifa called to the spirits. Her voice cracked the silence. The fire roared, the beads trembled, Iya Ifa echoing. Spirits of the veil, of truth and bone, come forth. The ancestors answered. The truth Ajani buried began to rise like smoke in the air, unseen but undeniable. The scroll of betrayal in his robe, exposed. Steel flashed in the throne room. Ajani, desperate, lunged with fury in his eyes, but Olamide stepped forward, not as a prince but as a man of honor. Olamide, calm but firm. "You'll have to go through me." Swords clashed, hearts pounded, and in the heat of battle it was not might that won, but truth. Adesewa, her hands bare and open, did not strike. She stood, she spoke. Adesewa, resolute. "I am not here to destroy the crown. I am here to return it to honor." The storm outside faded into silence. The king, long sick and silent, stirred on his throne. His eyes, once filled with fury, now held something else, remorse. King, soft, regretful. "You are my child, not my shame, my strength." With trembling hands, he placed the beaded crown upon her head. The veil lifted. The kingdom exhaled, and a new story began. In the days that followed, Ayetoro rejoiced not for the fall of Ajani, but for the rise of Adesewa. The girl they once cast out had returned, not to beg, but to lead. Adesewa to the people. "I will rule with truth. I will love without fear, and I will carry the weight of the beaded crown with grace." The drums beat again, this time in joy. Not for war, but for unity. Not for titles, but for truth. And under the flowering Iroko tree, Adesewa held Olamide's hand, no longer the forbidden prince, but her chosen king. They smiled, they stood tall, and in their love, Ayetoro was made whole again. Narrator, and so, the girl behind the beaded veil became a queen, not because she fit tradition, but because she rose